Happy Halloween, Lions fans. Alex, your costume is kind of shitty.
You, man.
Welcome to What You Missed in Sports. I'm Matt Dionne.
And I'm Alex Colle.
The men's hockey team was in action on Thursday looking to extend their 2-game winning streak. Standing in their way, the Guelph Griffins.
The Griffins were no match for the Red Hot Lions as York would win the game by a score of 3-1.
The men had another game on Saturday against Ryerson, which was a real nail-biter, that went to double overtime before Derek Shepard scored the game winner for York.
It sure was, Matt. York's goalie, Max Shields, was fantastic, stopping 26 out of 27 shots in the victory.
Hey Alex, you might say York had their shields up.
The women's hockey team had games on Saturday and Sunday against Brock and Ryerson.
The Lionesses dropped their game against Mac, but managed to rebound in another barn burner against Ryerson.
Tied at 2 at the end of regulation, overtime was needed once again against the Rams.
However, this time, 2 extra periods wasn't enough, and the game went into a shootout.
York was the home team, so they shot first, and the Lions' Renata Ragford managed to beat the Ryerson goalie to give York an advantage.
The next 3 shots were all misses, as Ryerson missed their first 2 and York missed their second.
This set the stage for Dana Somerville, with a chance to win the game. She made no mistake, beating the Rams goalie and sealing the win for the Lions.
The men's and women's soccer teams were in action on Saturday and Sunday, taking on Windsor and Western.
On Saturday, the women outplayed the Lancers, but a lucky Windsor goal was the difference in the game.
The men continued their quest for an undefeated season with a win over Windsor.
On Sunday, the Lionesses were playing for their first place in the OUA West against Western.
The women played hard, and the reigning female CIS Player of the Year, Nor Gonheim, scored the only goal in the game to give the Lionesses the win and seal first place finish.
The men were also playing on Sunday, looking to finish the season undefeated.
The men came out strong, and despite some early pressure from the Mustangs, were able to cruise to their 14th victory of the year.
With the win, the men haven't lost since September of 2015, and they will look on their way to another Nationals appearance.
The Lions football team had their final game of the season on Saturday when they took on rival McMaster.
York was unable to get the win, failing to the Marauders 52-8.
Despite a disappointing season, the Lions showed some promise with multiple 50-point performances, and second-year quarterback Brett Hunchak should be returning next year.
Great season, boys.
The Lions field hockey team wrapped up their season with a pair of games on Sunday against U of T and Western.
York fell to U of T 5-0 and tied Western 1-1. They finished the season in third place with a record of 7-2-3.
Despite the poor finish, the Lions have secured a first-round playoff berth.
The men's hockey team is back in action on Friday against Brock and Saturday against Western.
The women's hockey team is playing on Saturday against Laurentian and Sunday against Nipissing.
The women's games will be starting at 2 and the men's games will be starting at 7.
The men's and women's soccer playoffs start for York on Sunday at home.
The men will look to defend their OUA title, while the women will look to improve on last season's semifinal loss.
The times and opponents are still TBD, but the games will be at home, so come on out and show your support.
And that's all for this week, York.
Tune in next week. All right.